The jam timer holds up the hands, and that's the whistle for the first jam between USA and Canada on the open track here at the Junior Roller Derby World Cup in Valence, France. And the first lead is already given to No Guts, No Glory for Team USA. No Guts, No Glory through for that first scoring pass, and Everton now also through, finishing that initial pass.
Yes, Everton is on the tail of No Guts, No Glory. And Everton on the inside. Oh,
trying that jump on the straightaway is a risk, but there was an awareness of the defense from USA that was happening, so little nudge there, could not land it in bounds.
No Guts, No Glory still back at the pack, and an easy way to find a way for No Guts, No Glory. Some extra point for the Team USA.
And No Guts, No Glory, one of those really tall guys in these junior teams. And No Guts, No Glory finishing that fourth scoring pass. Everton now passes the star. And that is the Mystic now jamming for Canada.
No Guts, No Glory is still on the way to score some points for the Team USA. And first scoring pass, second scoring pass for Canada, and the first one for the Mystic after the star pass. And there's some people in the penalty box in this first jam already.
No Guts, No Glory able to finish that scoring pass, and that's a 24-point jam in the first jam. USA putting a lot of points on the board already.
What a start for Team USA. So if you're just arriving on the stream, we remind you that this is a semi-final. In the other semi-final, we will see France against Australia. It will be just right after this one. But now we are here with USA and Canada. And game is on.
Speed Demon jamming for Canada. Fun Size is lead for Team USA.
Okay, initial pass completed for Speed Demon. And first point and call. Sharp, precise, and efficient. And some 4 extra points for Team USA.
Making the score now 28 against 27 minutes on the clock in this first period. So this is a full game, 2 halves of 30 minutes. The game before this, we saw that ended a little bit before the full 60 minutes of playing time. Hopefully this game can be played out full.
Yeah.
Monster and She-Hulk as the jammer. Monster out first for Team USA and lead.
And once again through the Canadian pack for Monster.
Having to
Good
pass
work, one-on-one.
one more blocker. Rain the Pain, that last line of defense from Canada, doing a good job.
And some extra point for both.
Oh, power jam in favor of Canada.
And yeah, a back block for the American jammer. And so this is a power jam for Team Canada. She-Hulk on its way to find a way, some help from their blockers, but the American defense is definitely solid.
Even with only 2 blockers, they are able to keep that jammer in the pack. And She-Hulk fighting very hard. The jammer for Team USA back on track and trying to fight it out there in the front now against Valkyria. That's somebody we did not have on our roster, so might skate under another number. And Monster back around for another scoring pass. A penalty called on Flomo at the end of that jam, so Team USA starting with 3 blockers on track for this next jam. The Mystic lining up as jammer for Team Canada, and who is the jammer there for USA? That is
Lemony Stitches for Team USA. This is solid from Team USA, solid defense.
On the inside, Lemony Stitches finds an opening. Is she able to stay inbounds?
Yeah.
Yes, and awardedly jammer.
And straight away the Canadian are going to give a hand to their jammer. The Mystic, and this is the initial pass completed for the Mystic for Team Canada.
Canada now with 2 blockers in the penalty box. USA with 1 blocker in the penalty box.
Yeah, and with 2 blockers, this is harder and this is easier for Lemony Stitches.
A multiplayer block called on the pivot of Canada being sent away from the penalty box because it was full at the moment that he got there, but now will take a seat in the penalty box. That means that there will be 3 blockers in the penalty box.
Whoa.
For just a moment, because 2 of them are now standing for Team Canada. And USA has a full contingency of blockers on track. So only 1 blocker trying to hold No Goss, No Glory.
No Goss, No Glory against number 4, Amigocha. And yes, No Goss, No Glory, quick lead.
And Team USA, that defense, so stable and strong. Now 2 people trying to hold No Goss, No Glory, but just powering through. Now Team USA losing a blocker to the penalty box. That's number 86, Death Ray. No Goss, No Glory. I mean, some people make it look so easy.
Yeah, No Goss, No Glory, just enter. Whoa!
Those long legs, you just have to take 1 moment of flight and goes very far. A multiplayer block called there on the blocker with an extra penalty on top of that for not responding soon enough.
Yeah, so the 1 minute in the penalty box.
It's a bit of a penalty fest at this moment.
Yeah,
so
on the beginning.
both teams need to clean this up if they don't want to lose players.
And we remind you that we are on a full-length game, so back to 7 penalties to be full out.
And Derby Devil now jammer for Canada, also putting up 4 points. No Goss, No Glory still
Keep on rolling
around, and already on a 7th scoring pass. So we've had some of those really high scoring passes. So now 28 points already, and we're only 3 jams.
Wow.
5 jams in. A penalty there. No Goss, No Glory coming back in the pack. Able to stay inbounds yet again.
Okay, and this is it for this awesome jam.
32 points.
32 points. Since the beginning of the tournament, have you ever seen such a jam?
I've seen 28-point jams today for Team Canada, the earlier game today. Everton scored that really large jam, which brought them closer again in that Great Britain game against Great Britain. In the game just now happened, There was also a 28-point jam. The 32, I have not seen yet.
Yeah, this is the biggest jump so far in this tournament for us.
As far as I know, yes.
And here it is for fun size, a new lead for Team USA. Still stuck in a traffic jam for Team Canada at the back of the pack.
High block issued there on the pivot from USA.
And fun size find a way. The Canadian defense managed to resist at the first hit, but then there's some.
Wow,
there's
nice
some ways
ducking there. Just avoiding those hips. And a forearm issued there on the blocker for Canada. And
doubled.
Also a insubordination added to it. That's a lot of penalties already. A star pass on the Canada side. She-Hulk now.
She-Hulk now, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
There was a little bit of mix-up there on the scoreboard because She-Hulk suddenly was considered lead, but that's not possible.
Yeah, and this is Katie McPain who is now in the Canadian jammer. And we're going to talk about the insubordination at the intermission. And a cut for Katie McPain, the Canadian jammer. So this is a power jam for Team USA, who decide to call and to take benefit for the next power start. So something about the insubordination. This is one of the slightly difference with the adult rules. The misconduct are really more strict with the juniors. So that's the reason why there is a little bit more misconduct and penalty doubled in the junior category, but always still in the order to keep on good behavior and security.
Team timeout for Canada gives them a chance to reorganize because Team USA already passed the century mark with only 6 jams behind us. 18 minutes left in this first period. 107 against 27. Wow.
This could have been the score of a whole game yesterday.
Yeah. And
so six jam and already more than 100 points. So more than 16
when you
points
have a jam
average.
with 24 points and a jam with 32 points.
Already 15.
You already have half of these points.
Already 50 into jam.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. End of that team timeout for Canada. And then, of course, the 30 seconds to set up the teams on track. USA did not leave the track. Canada had a little bit of a talk on the bench there. Let's see what that timeout brings for Canada.
Okay, we remind you that Katie McPain, the Canadian jammer, is in the penalty box for this jam. So this is a poor start with Monster on the way to find a way for the lead. Monsters on the lead for Team USA. Okay, we are now free to defend for Team Canada.
And look at that offense moving in high speed, giving Monster all the space to move on that inset. Yes.
Textbook.
And Monster is really good at using that speed. No pack call there,
wow.
So they had to let her go.
Monster in a nice hole at the outside for a new scoring pass.
And Monster now on the third scoring pass. And I mean, Monster is amazing at those direction changes, which just fool the blockers a little bit. They're never that fast.
Yeah.
Because a jammer moves with speed, and blocker tries to usually don't have speed, so they can be steady and stable blockers.
And even without being the fastest, she managed to keep on rolling and just without the max speed. Just keeping the speed, finding the way, finding the spaces,
Yeah.
moving the defense and take benefits of their offense, of their blocker.
Yeah,
So
Canada
this is a really, really, really great job from
Yeah.
Monsters and all the world team on offense.
Canada is just not able to take that speed away from those jammers. And once they have that speed, they can just find those holes. So that's Lemony Stitches back as jammer for USA against the Mystic. Mystic still stuck in the pack, Lemony Stitches already on a first scoring pass.
And Lemony Stitch once again run to outside, then go straight inside.
Yeah, again that
Once again
direction change, yes.
Yeah, really good footwork for Lemony Stitches.
And Canada trying really hard to play offense to help the Mystic get through. Now a successful star pass
Yeah.
to She-Hulk, and that forces the call off because USA wants to keep Canada scoreless in that jam.
Look at
Halfway this first period.
Look at the solid defense
Yeah.
of on the replay, the solid defense, and then the good change direction of a Monster.
So we're
Lemony Stitches, sorry,
yeah.
it was Lemony Stitches on this
on that jam.
this
yes.
jam.
So halfway this first period, this went pretty fast already.
Already.
Long jams, so that makes the time go faster. So back on No Gus, No Glory as lead jammer. And we see Cleo Pasha jamming for Canada.
Nice defense for Team Canada, but Team Canada, the Canada defense managed to break the first hit.
Yeah.
But then they don't have the speed to put a triangle on once again.
No, those jammers are just so good at splitting those blockers
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Yeah. So, and then you see that defense from the US.
Wow.
Oh, and those long legs, they jump easily.
Oh, wait.
April Sowers as the jammer for Canada right now. After
And
a star
once
pass.
again, same place, same move. I hope we will have the replay. And once again, No Gus, No Glory with a nice work on the defense, fix and then go outside. Okay, there are three, they are solid for the first hit, but then he managed to find a way once again across the wall.
Just powers through that seam between those two butts, and then Canada is just not able to stop that push. And look at that jammer go again. Already at 28 points, still 22 seconds left in this jam. April Sowers still as jammer, but takes a defensive role in the pack to try to make it more difficult for No Gus, No Glory, but it doesn't seem to have the effect they would like, I guess. And No Gus, No Glory is able to, in the last second.
On the clock. Points on the clock or not?
Was there another scoring pass? 36 points now.
Wow.
So he even topped his own high score.
Yeah. 36, wow. And he was close to add some extra point on the last pass. I think he spent less than 6 seconds in the last lap to tell you how speedy he is, how fast he is.
Oh, fun size sent to the penalty box. Illegal contact.
Illegal contact for fun size. So this is a power jam for Hurricane Lane and Team Canada.
And still eligible to become lead in this jam. And I so wish Canada to have at least one time get lead.
And
yes,
here we are.
There we go. Hurricane Lane lead jammer in this jam. Canada now in powerful position. And Fun Size back on track. And okay, that was 10 jams. We have 11 minutes and a half uh, left in this jam. Oh, we're still. I thought I heard whistles. Okay, I'm wrong. But
This is
171 points.
okay. This is actually She-Hulk jamming, not Hurricane Lane as written on the scoreboard. It
Ah.
was She-Hulk on this jam,
Oh, our apologies for
and
misnaming the jammer.
some extra point for both team. Okay.
11 minutes left in this first period, 175 points. But this was a 4-3 jam, which is a good jam for Canada. 30 points for them.
Yeah, nearly even, and still a really fast lead for Monster.
And I think they are now again misnaming the jammer on
Yeah,
the screen.
we just saw She-Hulk on the previous jam. Anyway, this is a quick call for Team USA. Quick call for Team USA. Yeah,
I'm not really sure what happened there.
yeah. The jam has been called, but some players didn't hear the whistle and they're still playing. But
Now, in this case, it was Hurricane Lane, so they are mixing up those two numbers.
I think so. So look on the screen, the atmosphere here in the Hall Chabandelmas. As you can see, it's really crowded here. We've got a lot of people in the gym. A really good atmosphere. After 2 days here, we got 24 games yesterday, nearly 12 games today. This is the 12th, I think, today that we are looking at.
Yeah, and let me just tell you at home that there is a high level of humidity also. Everybody's sweating, everybody is using their fans to wave some air in their direction. I mean, I have so much respect for these skaters because these are tough circumstances to skate in. And we saw it in the last game that Team New Zealand was just not managing to stay calm and not overheat. And this is the first time for Kay Slamya jamming for Canada. And we see Lemony Stitches now calling off the jam already.
Oh,
Skater
so
down.
we've got an injury issue on the track. This is something we don't really like to see in the roller derby, but this is part of the job. I hope everything is all right. The medics are on the track.
Yeah, and
so we are on an official timeout.
We're very thankful for the volunteering medics here. It's been tough on these skaters, and with that humidity, I have seen a lot of people out of breath, and
okay.
Ami Gotcha
is still on the ground, but seems to be conscious.
Yeah, looks pretty out of breath. I think it is maybe a hit to the chest or something like that.
Okay, but Ami Gotcha is hugging one of his friends, so I think it's especially more fear than injury, I mean.
Yeah, when you're short of breath, that is very scary to experience, because your breath is so important, and when that doesn't flow as you're used to, then yeah, it can be very anxious.
Yeah, but she's speaking, she's answering to the medics, so
and
seems
she's
to be,
standing
and
up
she stands
on her own with her own strength. So if you're watching from home, please send some love and some healing vibes.
Okay,
to,
we're gonna get some news from the medic of Ami Gotcha, and let's get back to the game.
And we see Cleo Pasha for Team Canada lining up behind the jammer lane, and no Gus, no Glory for Team USA. both teams have a full contingency of blockers on the track. And that is so fast.
So fast. And the multiplayer ball had been whistled about Team USA.
Slow-mo, yeah.
Yeah, and No Guts, No Glory already scoring after only 15 seconds in the jam. 15 seconds, the lead, one lap, and one scoring pass. So impressive, so fast, so precise. Okay, Canada defense trying to rebuild
Cleopatra,
itself.
yeah, also playing a little bit of defense and then using that momentum. Oh, a cut track penalty called on No Guts, No Glory. So lead is lost. This will be a 2-minute jam. And hefty offense there, trying to get Cleopatra out of the pack there, finishing. Is Cleopatra still on initial pass? Yes.
Yeah, Cleopatra, yeah. Still initial pass from
No Guts, No
Canada.
Glory now returning from the penalty box.
Already. Okay, he's awaited, but
and there is just no way of stopping No Guts, No Glory, right? They can maybe slow him down for 1 or 2 seconds, but he is so agile and then shows us that he's also very jumpy.
With the help of all this team on this one, there was a good collective offense to clear the inside.
And No Guts, No Glory signaling with his hands to the rest of the blockers to just stay there. I can do this on my own. Well, clearly he can. And that's the end of the 2-minute jam. 20 points, even when you sat down in the penalty box for 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. See on the replay the
apex jump there.
First jump here. And we have 2 blockers. No, have we got a jammer in the penalty box? Yeah, jammer in the penalty box.
Yes, with the star in hand. So I understand why you were confused, but Canada does only line up 2 blockers.
Yeah,
which now they made the same mistake.
Yeah, 2 blockers, penalty box full, and power jam for the Team USA with the.
So they lined up 1 blocker less than they should have, and a direction penalty issued on number 9, O18 from Team USA. Star pass from Cleopatra to the Mystic.
And front size is going to the penalty box. So this is now a per jam for Team USA. Low block for front size.
The Mystic having to go all the way back. That was a tank recycling Mystic all the way back almost to the jammer line. And the audience now cheering for the Mystic because Canada, of course, is now the underdog in this game with 207 against 34 points in this first period. A direction penalty issued there on the blocker from
And you are
USA.
going to see on your screen like a rocket. Front size coming back from the penalty box already in the Canadian tripod.
Derby Devil now making it very difficult for Fun Size to get through, but he is able to do that.
And once again, Fun Size finding a way in the middle of the
Another direction penalty called on Derby Devil from Canada now. The Mystic trying to follow Fun Size on the outside, but number 9, O18, was not having it.
You can see on the replay the Front Size managing to stay in bounds and to score some points for Team USA.
So we see that these have this half up to now have been not a lot of jams, only 14 jams, and with a little under 5 minutes left in this first period. Oh, quick lead there for.
This is not Monster. This is
Rain the Pain.
Rain the Pain. First jam for Rain the Pain here for Team USA. And at the back of the pack, it's difficult for She-Hulk. No, it's Hurricane Lane. Yeah,
they keep mixing up those numbers.
Yeah, definitely. So Hurricane Lane number 083. Such a defense from Team USA.
It's understandable. The She-Hulk is 083 and Hurricane Lane is 83.
That's the reason why.
That's why they keep mixing it up.
And they are both on the track at the moment, so yeah, definitely easy to mix up.
Rain the Pain getting a forearm penalty for that contact there. And obviously not agreeing with it, shaking her head on her way to the penalty box.
But still, this is a power jam for Team Canada. And so Hurricane Lane trying to find a way in the American defense, helped by their blocker.
Another direction penalty issued on a blocker from Canada now.
Okay, this is quite static, a good defense of Team America, and
okay, that's a Hurricane Lane on the way to the penalty box. A switch in the penalty box there.
So Rain the Pain is back already with a nice move to go out of the pack and score some extra point for Team USA.
Another blocker in the penalty box. There was a moment that there were not so many penalties, but now we're back to a lot of penalties for both teams.
Yeah, remind you that they have been playing since yesterday morning. 4 game yesterday, 30 minutes game. One last pool game. Wow, magnifique apex on your replay on the screen.
Yeah, and so because USA came out highest seed, they only have to play one game today. Canada already played a game
and
this
Canada,
morning.
that was I was on the way to say Canada has just played a little bit earlier in the day already a full length game.
And that was a very exciting game, which they won with only 2 points.
Yeah.
Which made it possible for them to play this game, because the winner of that game, the loser with 2 points, was Great Britain. And Canada just won it in the last second, and that meant they had to play another full-length game.
Yeah, so definitely there's it counts. It counts. One extra game than the other team. It counts somewhere.
199 points in this game right now, with USA on 235 and Canada on 36.
Okay, we were on an official timeout, waiting for the official and non-skating official to be okay, because there is a lot of movement in the penalty box.
Yeah, and I would assume that at one point in this game, people will have 7 penalties. Okay, we're back to start the second to the last jam, or maybe, well, with these long jams, probably. 2 minutes, 17 seconds left on the clock, and that's number 33, Lemony Stitches jamming, already lead, because, of course, this was a power start.
And here we are back with the Hurricane Lane in the American defense. American Lane might be recycled at the back of the pack. Yeah, we've got somebody in the penalty box, and this is a jammer, so this is a power jam for Team Canada at the moment we're talking. So that's the reason why there's a lot of people trying to help Hurricane Lane.
There's a little bit of confusion, it seems.
Yeah, I think they didn't
Because the jammer has the cover in hand, do we actually have a jammer to defend against? But yeah, now they're showing that they want to get through, and now the defense is on.
But Lemony Stitches is back, so let's get back to defense. Oh, back block.
Lemony Stitches back to the
two
penalty box.
Two penalties in a row for Lemony Stitches.
But Hurricane Lane still not able to get out of that pack.
Yeah, I think it's tough after so much games. There's still direction penalty for Team USA.
For O18, that is already at least the third
This is really hard for the Canadian jammer, and Lemony Stitches
already back again.
Yeah.
And trying to end that scoring pass.
And some points on the last
cut track penalty on.
Cut. Is this a cut? Is this a cut for Lemony Stitches?
No, that was on a blocker.
Okay.
A USA blocker. That was 101. Rogers going to the penalty box for that cut track. Oh, wow. All of a sudden, it's the end of the first period. But was that a team timeout call to force another jam?
Yeah, I think so.
There was 1 second left on the clock, so the team timeout.
Yeah, team timeout
is forcing another jam in this first period.
Team timeout asked by USA.
USA, of course, wanting to try to get as much points as possible, making sure that everybody knows that they are the strongest.
Okay, so this is there's no chats, no timeout shouts. It was only to have an extra jam.
And
the
we
two
see
jammers, the two jammers
having a little
joking.
talk. Yeah.
They are doing the timeout together.
That's no Gus, no Glory, and who's that on the Canadian side? Everton.
Everton. Oh! Everton, such a quick and impressive lead with no Gus, no Glory on his tail.
And listen to that crowd go wild with Everton showing yet again how magnificent he is.
And no Gus, no Glory at the front of the pack already scored some points, but Everton, yeah, find a way for Team Canada in the inside to get some points. No Gus, no Glory with his agility is already scoring the 4 extra points. But I hope we will have the replay of the lead of Everton. Everton likes to play with the inside line, but not always working. And this is the end of the jam. Nice jam.
And the end of the first period.
Yeah, let's see on
yes.
Let's see on the replay
doing a jump on the straightaway. That's impressive.
Playing with the inside line all the way long.
So 12 against 8 in that jam. That's a very good jam for Canada, and forcing that call off, and that was the highest scoring jam for Canada with those 8 points.
So definitely a really, really good atmosphere here in Valence. This is so cute to see all these kids chatting all together now after 2 days of tournament.
And already on day 2 having those swaps, shirt swaps. Usually that's at the end of a tournament, but they're already doing it.
Yeah. And back to the game already with you-know-who.
Everton. Everton lead for Canada. Fun Size chasing very fast though. Everton breaks into that pack with a lot of speed, but Fun Size finds the opening on the outside.
Yeah. And the lead is Canadian, so yeah, just a call.
4-4 jam. So with Everton back for Canada, hopefully that will give Canada a chance to maybe put up some more points, because in the previous games Everton has been a very successful jammer for Canada.
Yeah.
And Canada starting with one blocker in the box. Monster versus the Mystic.
And Monster for the lead. And Skitty Mike Penn has a pivot back on the track after the penalty, so the line are full. And Monster in the triple of Team Canada, and still one impact and then through the wall.
And the Mystic having trouble with number 44, am I correct?
Yeah, Flomo from Team USA who is really, really solid. And Monster found a way on the inside one time, two times, and yeah, the way is free.
Mystic waiting a moment to maybe play defense, then finds an opening on the inside, and able now to maybe score points, and has a suspicion, of course, that Monster will call off the jam. So faced Monster with a big smile. Ah, you're really calling off that jam?
And see this replay action with the Monster doing his own way, doing her own way in the inside. Back with the two full line, but this is an official timeout. We are chatting between non-skating official in the middle of the track, non-skating and skating official that we are going to thanks a lot for being here. Without all these people, nothing can happen.
Me, as a person from the Netherlands, am proud to say we have some really nice and good officials from the Netherlands joining in this tournament. And at this moment, Goosebumps is jam reffing this game.
Shout out to
And
Goosebumps.
I talked with them earlier today, and that's their favorite position as a referee. So very happy to be able, or it's not a jam ref right now. It's inside pack ref. Sorry for that mistake.
Okay, and here we are with Lemony Stitches. And this is a cut. Oh, we have a power jam for Lemony Stitches. A cut for
Everton.
the Canadian jammer. And a quick call to have a power start for the following jam. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, strategic call off to make sure that the next jam starts with an advantage, with only one jammer on track, and in this case that is No Gus No Glory, and as mentioned, skating on two different skates. Still being awesome. 4 blockers from Canada trying to stop No Gus No Glory.
And No Gus No Glory, thanks to his blocker, find a way at the outside where there was one blocker blocking the triple Canada, and there was a big corridor at the outside. Same but different.
And USA bridging all the way back to make Everton take a long way from the penalty box, but No Gus No Glory at that point calls off the jam. So already we see a difference at the start of this second period. We have 4 jams done, and not as many points as in the first 4 jams in the first period.
Definitely.
And Fun Size out first and lead for Team USA, with the Mystic trying to find an opening, moving around Tank, but Tank is fast on his feet. And also fast on his feet is Fun Size, already through for a first scoring pass, calling off the jam after looking at his coach.
Yeah, and totally different strategy on the second period for Team USA. Quick jam,
Yeah,
instead of a long jam in the first period.
yeah, true. Because that first period were almost all full 2-minute jams or really long jams. And now it's one scoring pass call. But that also means that Canada is getting out sooner to force that call off.
And here we are with a monster, a new quick lead for the American jammer, and
Derby Devil
is
has to go to the penalty box
yeah,
for a cutting the track penalty.
I thought she was completing his initial pass, but 30 seconds to the penalty box for April Sours, for Derby Devil, sorry.
And Monster calling off that jam, freezing the Canadian jammer in the penalty box, making sure this next jam starts with a big advantage for them. Oh, and I see Tank with the star in hand for Team USA. First time jamming in this game for Tank. And Team USA has 4 blockers on track. Team Canada has 4 blockers on track, but Team Canada has 1 jammer in the penalty box. Oh, Tank. Yeah, that gets you a forearm penalty. So a jammer swap, and he's a little bit cheeky about that when he goes to the penalty box. Derby Devil returning as jammer for Canada after serving her penalty time.
So back in the American defense for Derby Devil, with a hand of a pivot.
Almost got through, but got...
The lead is on. She's not out of the pack, but the lead is Canadian, and so she calls. And so she calls to avoid the comeback of Tank, who was out of the box. So there will be 2 jammers on the line for the next jam.
For Team USA, that's Lemony Stitches lining up behind the jammer line. And Everton takes the star again for Canada. Everybody is on track. Empty penalty box.
And let's go.
Oh, Everton almost through, but falls over. Lemony Stitches take advantage, but Everton gets up very quickly, and oh, he has so much speed in those legs. Look at that, a little touch.
Oh.
Tom makes Lemony Stitches fly out of bounds there.
Yeah, Lemony Stitches who was asking to the bench, and 2 seconds. Whoa! Wonderful apex on Everton.
Everton pointing at that skate. I guess towards somebody who borrowed him that skate.
Yeah.
It's your skates doing the work.
Definitely.
I've done the same thing once at a tournament for another Dutch team playing there.
Let's see if we have the replay of this wonderful move arriving.
Boom!
Here we are, and see the move just behind. Oh no, we don't have it on the replay. It was just.
Yeah, that was
pointing.
the apex jump we just saw. And we're back with No Guts, No Glory jamming for Team USA and the Mystic for Canada. But it's No Guts, No Glory out first, and lead is given to USA.
Nice footwork once again from No Guts, No Glory.
Easy pass there.
Yeah.
Nobody even noticed that he was there, it seemed like.
Yeah, but in this case, often there are some work in the shadow from the blockers.
On the Mystic, giving some appreciation to one of the American blockers. Good job, you really held me back there. Team timeout called by Canada.
The time for us to thank some people. We are going to thank our main sponsor, My Roller Derby, a French roller derby shop. The MVP sponsors, 888, 187 Kilopads and Soccer Purge Skate Shop. And thanks also to our technical partner, Alke, a French bus jersey manufacturer, woman-owned, providing nice jersey, high-quality jersey for their officials. So thank you, My Roller Derby, 888, 187 Kilopads, Soccer Purge Skate Shop, and Alke. Without you, it will be a little bit more difficult to have such an event here in Valence.
And of course, we're also very thankful for all the volunteers, for the stream team, making us look awesome on screen and giving you at home the opportunity to watch these games from far, far, far away, because there's a lot of teams from far, far, far away here.
Yeah, we just had
Canada hurrying to get everybody on track after that timeout. And we are on for Jam 10. Is that Jam 10?
Yeah, Jam 10. And here we are.
Everton again, but very close behind is Fun Size. Oh, Everton gets a high block, so the lead is given to Fun Size. Oh, the crowd is not very happy with that, and Fun Size looks at the team bench and
just call.
Yeah, sees Teflon Donna signaling the call off, making sure that the next jam will start with their advantage of a power start. And that power start will be taken on by Monster, I think. Yes, that's Monster. And quickly there, a back block issue there on Hurricane Lane.
Oh, nice offense. Nice offense of number 10, Render Payne, for the American jammer.
And I see somebody in front of us holding up another skate, so I guess there's going to be another skate offered to one of these guys who broke their skates. Maybe a better size to fit them.
Maybe.
And have a look at the screen if you see the difference in the skates. So for Team USA now, first time jammer this jam number 666, that's Mean Bean in this power start. But Everton back now and in the initial pass, while Mean Bean is going around now for a second scoring pass. Oh, Everton again. A cut track penalty and sent to the penalty box, so this is now a power jam.
Power jam for Mean Bean. And let's see the collective offense of Team USA.
Rogers going to the front there, catching one player to have the pack in the back, makes it possible for Mean Bean to get through and score the points, and still freezing Everton in the penalty box, starting the next jam with the power start.
Yeah, but I mean, when you see the height of Everton Apex, I can understand that he breaks some
skates.
Skates.
Yeah, that's a lot of power in that landing, then a lot of force. And that can break your skate. Yeah, if you do it enough, then your skate might get weak. So we see Lemony Stitches back as jammer for USA quick lead. A high block called on Tank, so much to his surprise.
And Everton back on the track in the outside line. He find a way.
Oh, Lemony Stitch is waiting on Everton. Whoa!
The revenge.
Losing her balance on that
Whoa.
transition. And well, when I say transition, Everton transitions on the outside and passes the whole pack in that way. Lemony Stitches loses her balance yet again.
And once again, there was a Canadian blocker just at the right place to open the way in the outside for Everton. So this is such a good collective work.
Was Everton able to pass any hips there?
I hope we're gonna have a.
Tank seems happy for something.
Yeah.
I think that last block there, keeping.
Yeah, but I mean, Tank is always happy if you see the game.
So that's a 12-9 jam. So good jam for Canada, making that 65 points for them, 335 points for Team USA. We're halfway this second period, and so fast.
Wide open in the outside.
Miranda slambered.
First jam for
the USA.
Yeah.
In the first period, I think she also had one jam. Or maybe a star pass. And
whoa.
A direction called on Rain the Pain.
And still a nice scoring pass on the inside, and once again.
Oh, nice jumpy. Miranda slambered.
And we've got a star pass for Team Canada. Now She-Hulk jamming. She-Hulk at the back, trying to find a way in the middle of the blue tripod. Meanwhile, Lemony Stitches.
Miranda slambered. Calls off the jam.
Yeah. You can see on your screen what does the lineup look like. This is an official document.
Past the halfway point of this second period.
And here we are with
Rogers jamming. That is a first in this game as well.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Team USA now, with such a big point difference, is putting up some other people.
Yeah. We saw yesterday in the other category that nearly all the team has been sent to jam.
Skady McPain sent to the penalty box for a cut track penalty, making this a power jam in favor of Team USA, with Rogers now taking a shirt whip.
Yeah.
And a very quick acceleration there, putting a second scoring pass on the board.
Whoa!
And a little jump.
I think this is the favorite spot of Team USA this turn.
Well, it's very effective if you're able to do those apex jumps. It's a no contact pass.
Quite efficient and quite useful.
Rogers making sure that he enters re-enters the track safely. No cut on his name. Rogers out for that fourth scoring pass.
Following by the Canadian jammer. And it was a star pass for Skady McPain, who forced
16-0 jam.
What a juke from the American skater that we just saw on the replay. And this is such a cool thing to see the jammer on the lights just chatting each time. And here we are with the comeback.
Very nice hit there from number 4, Amigachi.
And here we are back with the Everton No Guts No Glory challenge. And the call. And the call.
4 points added to the score of Canada.
Yeah, definitely Everton should have had good statistics since the beginning of the second period.
Yes. And I do think it really hurt the score of Canada that Everton wasn't able to skate a lot in that first period. I think we've seen him in the very first jam on the first period and in the very last jam.
That's right.
The rest of it, he was trying to find some skates.
And here we are back with the Lemony Stitches at the lead for Team USA.
Derby Devil for Canada being recycled back behind the pivot line there.
Definitely good work from Hopeless in the blue wall, closing the doors for the Canadian jammer.
No winter.
Lemony Stitches back at the back of the pack, in the middle of his own tripod.
Coming in very hot, falling over from that contact herself. Derby Devil still trying to finish that initial pass, and now people coming in to help Derby Devil out. But that also means that they're not doing defense. And that meant that Lemony Stitches was easily putting on another 4 points.
And here we are, front size at the jam for the Team USA, and we've got No Guts No Glory with a pivot cover.
So already 311 points between these two teams. Oh my goodness, I can't talk anymore. Oh, and there we go, fun size, lead jammer. Everton now also out of the pack, a little about half a track, but that speed of Everton. And fun size ducking under She-Hulk. And fun size calling off that jam. Were
And
there any points for Everton?
Yeah, 2 points on the last pass and 3 points for Team USA. Such a nice thing to have this kind of image thanks to the stream team. We've got some insight on the bench. That's
yeah, we
really
have one of the movable cameras moving around, showing you some really nice details. Oh.
And here we are back with Lemony. No, this is not Lemony Stitches. Woo.
Miranda Slambert.
Miranda Slambert. First time jamming here, I think.
And Dinosaurus, the ref trying to get a penalty issued, a misconduct on Odzilla. So that's a power jam in favor of Miranda Slambert, Team USA.
Team USA who doesn't ask that much, and the inside was...
No need for offense there. Miranda Slambert just does it on her own. Calls off the jam, freezing the jammer in the penalty box, starting the next jam with Monster. And Monster being the only jammer on track. So that's a big advantage, of course, because that means that your own blockers can play offense for you because they do not have to play defense. Seven minutes, 35 seconds left on the clock. And our producer is going to check on the inside while this is an official timeout. What was just happening there? So we will give you an update as soon as we get the word. Okay, not very clear what just happened there. We will just continue with Monster on track. And lead is given within the first 5 seconds of that jam. Monster coming back around, taking a little slide there in the turn. And defense
Wow.
trying really hard.
But nice 360 from Monster.
Past the 400-point mark.
See the move on the Monster off your screen.
Yeah.
Nice footwork. Whoa, 360, wonderful.
And one of those turning passes, it's so effective because you can almost use the momentum of a hit to make that turn and skate out of it. If you're able to do that as a jammer, as you can see in this game, it's very effective. Everton back for Canada, but it's Lemony Stitches who gets out first and becomes lead jammer for Team USA.
Everton on the tail of Lemony Stitches. Whoa! Whoa! Ho, ho, ho.
Rogers first on the outside, giving a little bit of help for his own jammer, then sprinting to the inside to try to hold Everton, but Everton was able to pass. But it also means that Lemony Stitches has to go into the penalty box for a back block.
Such a move for Team Canada on this last 15 seconds.
Yeah, so after this jam is over, we will probably be able to see a replay of that.
I hope so. Good work from Everton in the middle of the pack. And now has been recycled. No, he has been sent to the
illegal contact.
Illegal contact for Everton. So this is the comeback of Lemony Stitches on the track and straight away finding a way in the middle of the Canadian defense.
So an illegal contact that was probably because one foot was outside and then initiating contact. That's not legal. She-Devil needs to go to the penalty box for a cut track.
Nice collective offense for Lemony Stitches, but still one Canadian blocker.
Very good work from Cleo Pasha and the Mystic there as the last two persons of defense to try to hold Lemony Stitches.
Wow.
Oh, Lemony Stitches falling into a referee. The jam is still on. Lemony Stitches is able to continue, but cuts because did not see Mystic there, just got on track after that hit and also gets a misconduct because that did not leave the track at the soonest possibility. Everton was able to put 4 more points on the board, so even score in this jam. That has not happened very often in this jam.
Yeah, and so it will be nearly 1 minute per jam for Canada in the next jam.
Yes.
Because Lemony Stitches has just been sent to the penalty box, so
with that insubordination, yep.
So this will be 2 penalties and a big power jam for Team Canada.
4 minutes, 4 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock.
Do you think does the Team String have the wonderful move in replay of Everton in the previous jam that will be so amazing? So we are back in the game. And this is this famous big super jam for Team Canada with Skitty McPain.
And with both teams 1 blocker in the box. No, that's not true. USA has 4 blockers on track, but a jammer in the box.
Yeah, for still 30 seconds about.
Just a couple more jams in this game.
And back to downtown for Skitty McPain.
And we see Monster now blocking as a pivot.
And once again, back to the really back of the pack for Skitty McPain, will get off his cover. looking for the star pass.
Lemony Stitches back on track for Team USA.
And straight away trying to...
Long pack there, and that helps Lemony Stitches get out in the front, while Katie McPain is still very stuck now, passing the star.
Yeah, all the Canadian team was on the offense, and Lemony Stitches has no difference in front of...
And sometimes that's the best choice, you know, get your jammer out so you force the call off. Because as long as your jammer is still stuck on the initial pass,
he's scoring.
Then and you have a hard time holding the jammer anyways, then go and help your own jammer get out, because that may be the only way then to stop that jam and stop the bleeding, stop the scoring. 2 minutes left on the clock. 2 minutes left in this game. 421 against 82. Let's see if Canada can reach the 100-point mark in these last couple of jams. But of course,
Min Bin at the jam for the lead of Team USA.
The Mystic jamming for Canada. Now turning around, looking for where that jammer is, potentially maybe doing a little bit of defense as we have seen before, but having a hard time getting through anyways. Min Bin around for another scoring pass.
The Mystic stuck in the traffic jam, getting off his cover. And we have a new jammer.
Does that mean with the Mystic getting a penalty that this was an illegal star pass?
The cover is on the floor for Canadian team.
Yeah, so there was no legal star pass.
Oh.
That means that when the Mystic comes back, he then is still the active or the jammer and has to put on the helmet cover to be the active jammer.
Okay, so...
And of course, the same strategy has happened with the jammer in the box. Call off that jam so the jammer stays in the box for the start of the next jam. And we will have one more jam. Everton on track with the stripe on the helmet, so when the Mystic returns to the track, has the possibility to give the start to Everton. No guts, no glory jamming for Team USA, and the Mystic returning from the penalty box.
Yeah, he just shout at Everton just to say, hello, I'm back.
And Everton is also a very good blocker, as we can see.
Yeah.
And there we see the Mystic taking off the star
and here we are,
handing it over.
As expected, the stars goes to Everton.
No guts, no glory on a second scoring pass that is stopped by the Mystic.
Yeah.
With the jump.
And Everton find a way outside with No Guts, No Glory on his tail.
And let's see if No Guts, No Glory is going to run this jam for the full thing. Oh, No Guts, No Glory. And Everton fighting it out now at the back of the pack there.
And this is No Guts, No Glory who go out first of this jammer battle.
A cut track called on April Sowers. And also a cut track issued on Everton. Okay, so this, the jam is called, which now ends this game, which is nice of No Guts, No Glory.
Yeah.
Because he could have racked up more points.
Yeah.
And
so this is it. We're going to wait for the final score between USA and Canada, but such a score for Team USA.
Yeah, and don't go away. I am running trackside now to do an interview with one of the Team USA players. So let's see who that's going to be.
Oh, nice. Also, to not say
Hi there, this is Whipper Red Siren, and I'm joined here by Chiringwa
Chiringwa, so that is an obvious win, right?
Yes.
But I saw a lot of love between these two teams. So how has your experience been playing against these very lovely people from Canada?
Honestly, it's been amazing. Just being here as a whole, like, has been my dream for so long. So just being able to experience even just playing derby, like, out of the country or against even especially Canada is just, it's been like so amazing that it's like, doesn't even seem real, honestly. It's really cool.
And would you say that, I mean, you're obviously a very strong team, that you also learned something during this tournament?
Of course, doesn't matter the level that a person's at, like every time you put your skates on, every time there's something new, you always learn something. There's never is a moment the same, you know, like everything is a new moment. Like I've got to block with people I've never met, and just watching them block, I learned something. Watching how these guys skate like Canada, like that's so cool. I learned how to juke different, I learned how to block different. It's just been amazing.
So how many of your home teammates are in this team?
There's 3 of us from Utah, 2 of us are on open, Lemony Stitches, and then the other one is Bridget, number 47 on female.
And do you want to do a shout out to somebody at home?
All of my people, everyone that's gotten me here, honestly. Every single person has impacted my derby career in a way I couldn't just give one person, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chirangwa. Have a great rest of this tournament.
Thank you.
This was Wimbledon Red Siren on the second day of the Junior Roller Derby World Cup in Valence.